Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you a little bit into the game here. Apparently, they were ahead of schedule, and so we are now live here. Just checking. I don't see any score here or anything, so we are kicking in just a couple minutes into the game here so far. So I do apologize about the late start here, the late access here into the game, but we'll get you guys all caught up in the first intermission. So Kingston is in the white jerseys. The Ontario Hockey Academy OHA Mavericks are in the maroon, and the Mavericks are the home team for this game. We are 11:53 or 11:50 here in the first period, so we have just broken down here about 2.5 minutes into the game. Just while we're going here, I'm going to give you a rundown here of the names for the OHA Mavericks. Number 2, Erica Lovelace. Number 6, Sabrina Kolarski. Number 8, Courtney Mahoney. Number 9, Sophia Ottermatt. Number 11, Olivia Cartier. Number 22, Kanetsu Kanaka. Number 23, Grace Powis. Number 27, Miniso Kim. Number 28, Dora Lagalali. Number 55, Allison Bickford. Number 67, Haley Bouchard. Number 75, Adele Sarah Martin. Number 81, Larissa Brazou. Number 82, Luca Anissa Martin. And number 94, Kyla Small. In net, we have Amelia Lebrun, number 30, and number 1, Riley Rasham. I believe that's what I got off the website. I haven't seen who's in net yet, but I'll keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I can give you a little better idea of what player is playing there. And again, we do want to thank the Kingston Juniors club for being able to provide the live stream so we can do this for you guys. A little bit more into it. If you're just tuning in, we're going to be running through the roster here, and that stuff will kick all that out here in the for the Kingstons. In the intermission, we did get a little bit of a late start into the game here ourselves because they jumped a little bit ahead of schedule. So they're utilizing that so they don't run behind here in this tournament. So we missed the first minute or so here of the first period, so I wasn't able to give you a rundown, but they're back at it here again. And we have Peyton Armstrong taking the puck, carries it over the blue line, and dumps it in. And it looks like she goes down behind the net there as they were driving hard. And she's trying to get that puck out. Now they are all back up, and it looks like the Mavericks do come out with the puck, but gets broken up here right in the neutral zone by Sid Johnson and bad and deep. Puck's going to come out here, and OHA is going to just dump it on in. And we do have our other goalie in net here. I believe that's Ava Webster. I don't believe that's Noah Brown, unless could be. I have a hard time seeing the pads from here. If we get a good look here in the intermission. This is a different ice pad, as you can tell from the angle, than that from the last game, as they do have, I believe, 4 ice pads in this complex. Kingston is keeping that puck in deep. Shoots. Oh, and the goalie mishandles it. And a scramble. Quick whistle. And one of the Kingston players went for a little bit of a drive there through the air and then landed. Oh, not afraid to be pushing each other around. just to give everybody a little bit of a update here, what happened. Riley College did face off here against the OHA Mavericks earlier today. Riley College was able to beat OHA 6-0. So they got themselves 2 points in that win. Riley College or Ridley College, I do apologize, and OHA Mavericks are now looking to get something here on this first day of competition. About 7:30 here remaining in the first period. Still nothing is the score. And a shot that's going to be handled off over wide into the corner from the goalie, and they're going to jump right back on that. But the Mavericks gobble it up there at the blue line, stepping over center and just dump it in deep in. Kingston's goalie is going to come out, play that puck and just leave it. The defender is going to shoot it on up the ice. But it gets turned over in the neutral zone, and then a chase for it here, and OHA comes out with it. Pushed off into the corner, and that puck's going to come out as Kingston's coming 3 strong over the blue line, but it gets poked. Turned back the other way, and now the Mavericks are going, but they're not going to get too far as that puck gets intercepted by Kingston, and now a rush. But they're going to cut back as there was not enough space to get into the zone cleanly. It's now in behind the net. Kingston is pressuring with the puck. Johnson picks up that puck, steps over center, over the blue line, cuts back, looking for an outlet for the pass, but it's being pinned up against the board, and then a shot from the point. And now it's being battled for behind the net. And a great centering opportunity there. Goes off over into the corner. But Kingston keeping the pressure on. Shot high. Was mishandled by the goalie, so the rebound did come down, but Mavericks luckily got out. Woolsey gives him chase there along the boards. And that puck comes out near the reach of Trace. Active sticks there in the defensive zone, was able to get Kingston turn that puck over. Long pass to the far side. A nice little move, but unable to come out with the puck. Kingston had numbers there for support and still keep that puck in the zone. Shot from the point, high blocker. And the defense is able to get that puck, but not out, as Kingston is keeping that pressure going. And the goalie looking behind her. Had her legs squeezed together to keep that puck from getting through. Believe by the look of the goalie, she potentially was not sure where that puck was. And that face-off ends up with the Mavericks coming out with it behind their own net. And they're going to start their breakout. Puck gets dumped in deep. Kingston's retrieving it there behind the net. The Mavericks are putting on some great pressure, keeping that puck moving, as Kingston's now scrambling a bit to get that puck, but they are able to get it up to the blue line, and a pass. In comes Kingston. And a shot and a diving player, but nope, there is no goal whistle on the play. And let's see what we have here. I think there could be a call coming. And it looks like the Mavericks are going to be down, giving Kingston a power play here. 2 minutes or less. 4:35 remaining on the clock. They can get one in now. They'll have a little bit of momentum here for the remainder of this first period. Coffey puts it over to Armstrong. Armstrong had to put it back over to Coffey as they're going to play catch with the puck. And it gets sent over to the other side. It's Peyton Comrie. I keep screwing that one up. I know for sure I am. Because I keep saying 2 different names each time. We'll learn it. Hopefully at some point. Another face-off here that was won now. Kingston pressuring. We had two bodies go down at the side of the net, and I believe that net came off its moorings there as the bodies collided with it, which is going to give OHA here a chance to get some fresh legs out, as it looks like about 39 seconds remaining on this power play for Kingston. So they're definitely going to want to use this little extra energy in the legs to hopefully get the puck out, but Kingston keeping it in, and they're pressuring it there at the side of the net. Great save, and that puck's going to come out over here by the boards. Southboard picks it up. She starts to move, looking for someone to get that puck up to. She's going to flick it up. Picked up by Campbell. Campbell's coming in, cuts the D in, and drops the pass back. Spry, but unable to get a shot off. And the puck comes over to the far side here, out of the zone, but Mitchell has that spinning back. Makes a nice move there to dodge the incoming player and shot. That's going to go off to the sideboards as it hit the body. We have a drive here from OHA now, as they're able to kill that penalty down, and they're back to 5-on-5. Kingston still using a bit of a drive here, as there's 2:09 remaining in the first period of this 0-0 game. Shot high, up and over the net, out of the reach of the Kingston goalie. I believe that may be Webster in net. I don't believe that is, that's Noah Brown. I could be wrong, but I believe it's Webster, but I feel bad if I say the wrong name. Trace gets that puck in deep, but it's spun back out here. And now Reese has to get into a chase as OHA is chasing down that puck. She's going to flick it over to Johnson, who tries to one-time it, but it got missed. Luckily, Reese was able to come back in support and get that puck. And no icing, as Kingston's able to chase that down. Minute 4 remaining here in the first. Watson took a shot, but that just went off over into the corner. I'm not sure if it hit a body or was wide the shot, but it didn't make it on net, which allowed OHA to now turn around and get that puck out, but only to the blue line where they run into Reese Coffey, and they have to end up putting it back in deep, but they're going to try a shot from the point. And that leg comes in just to make it exciting for us. It looks like the puck has come out of the zone. OHA might be content with just wasting down the time here, but Kingston still wants to keep putting on the pressure in the final seconds here of the first. In the slot, the goalie scrambling. Puck comes back to the point, shot. And that's the end of the first period. While we get ready for the second, just going to run over here real quick with you for the Kingston Juniors. Anna Phillips, number 29, for goal. Number 39 in goal, Noah Brown, but could be Ava Webster today. We have Grace Woolsey, number 2, on defense. Number 9, playing forward, Alexis Burnett. Number 11, Taylor Woolsey, playing forward. Playing defense, number 12, Sadie Southward. Number 14, playing forward, Alexis Verana. Forward, number 21, Taylor Gilmore. On defense, number 22, Tyron Rathwell. On defense, number 25, Faith Mitchell. Forward, number 27, Carly Mulvihill. Forward, number 34, Grace Campbell. Number 60 or 36, forward, Olivia Trace. Number 44 on defense, Sid Johnson. On forward, number 71, Jerica Spry. On defense, number 77, Reese Coffey. On forward, number 80, Peyton Armstrong. Forward, number 88, Jordan Watson. And we're going to flip over because right before we could finish that, they started the period and Kingston scores. Again, sorry that we're low behind the early start. It's got me all thrown off, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a goal here. I believe that may be in Regan Chadwick that was able to get that goal. But it was the first shift of this period. Oh, and I put the score on the wrong team. Who's in charge here? There we go. 1-0 Kingston here in the second. And that was scored in about the first 15 seconds here of the period. So Kingston jumped on it quick as they need to get this game here. And we seem to have a little bit of lag there. And oh, they were able to come back here. We do apologize. This is a big tournament, so lots of people in the area accessing the towers. But Kingston is keeping that puck pressured in behind the net. Out front, one-time opportunity and a big save there for the keeper. And for those, we had two players left to go through. That was 91 Regan Chadwick that was coming up next on the roster, and then 98 Peyton Cormier. I'm horrible with that name, I'm sorry. Got stuck in my head, I can't figure it out now. Kingston wins that face-off, keeping it low in the zone. Again, they're keeping pressure on. And a shot that's going to go wide over into the corner. And Kingston's doing a great job. Shot in. And that puck was loose. They were batting away at it, but unable to get that one by the OHA goalie. Kingston has started to put this game where they want it. Again, just like the first second period of the first game, they're starting to pick it up and move it through here. Kingston keeps battling for that puck. And it gets driven into the front of the net. They're going to battle for that puck in deep. I do apologize. Again, sometimes comes out a little bit choppy with the internet. as there's a lot of people in this arena right now. And again, we do apologize here about the breaking up. Just going to jump over here for a second and see. I got an eye here on it just to see if it's, maybe I can get a refresh on it, or it might just be the internet again in the building. Again, I do apologize that they do have a lot of people accessing that internet right now. So we're just going to try to see if we can't get it up here again. It looks like I do have it back up and going here, so we're gonna flip over. And I think we may have just missed a goal here. I'll try to find out here when they get scanned by the scoreboard to see. Seem to have dropped the quality there. Let's get it back up here for you. And it is 2-0 here for Kingston. And it looks like we have the internet issue fixed up there. We had a little bit of problems. I just sent them a message letting them know the internet was breaking up. So it looks like we got that fixed here. 10:30 remaining in the second. 2-0 for Kingston. And another opportunity shot and a big save there. The keeper's looking behind her. She doesn't know where it is. But the referee blows it down. And it looks like Kingston is starting to fire up here now, though. They did just miss that one goal that made it 2-0, but then they come right back down for another one, trying to get that puck by this OWHA Mavericks goalie. Another centering opportunity. As you can see, Kingston's doing a great job moving the puck here now. And it looks like the Mavericks player's gone down, but they're able to get that puck out the other side. They're trying to force that puck out into the slot as they seem to be able to get some good shots from that area. And that puck gets broken up by Mitchell, who's going to send it forward. Chadwick battling for the puck, gets it up. Brunette takes a shot. And that one goes wide off into the corner. It's grabbed up, looking to get that puck out front, but Mavericks come out with it and dump it past the D as they have to chase it down to the blue line, spin back the other way. Coffee gets on the puck as Gilmore covers back up. And now Gilmore is going to try to break in as Coffee comes back to her slot. They're looking for the opportunity to get that puck out to the slot. Coffee comes in, pinches to make a shot, but it hits a body. And now they're going to have to chase that puck down out in the neutral zone. And it's just dumped in deep by the Mavericks. We have 8:40 remaining here as Kingston's looking to get this puck broken out of their zone and back under the pressure. Gilmore is sitting out in the slot. Gonna spin back around looking for a shot. Verana puts it over. And that shot was unable to get to the net. They're battling for it in behind the net as OWHA just keeps spinning it back around. Out to the front of the net, shot. That one hits a stick and goes off wide. And then the second opportunity rings off the glass. Kingston is able to get some fresh legs out well deep in the zone here, utilizing that close bench to their advantage right now. Grace Woolsey grabs the puck off and fires it in back deep around the corner. And now a battle at the side of the net by Verana, but was unable to get that one in through. And that puck got out over the blue line, so Kingston has to tag up. Verana, Armstrong, and Woolsey out for the forwards. Armstrong stops up, sets it out front. Verana shot that one just high, and it comes back to the point. Mitchell turns and fires it in. And they're able to keep battling it and keeping it inside as Armstrong comes out with it, shoots. And you hear that one hit off the glass as it just missed its target. Does come all the way out into the Kingston zone where they turn back and try to get it going back in now. Woolsey there left it up for Armstrong. Armstrong moving around, but trying to fight off two of the Mavericks players. But it comes out the other side. Watson gives chase, and that puck sent out quickly, hit a skate. And now Watson chases it down over into the corner. The Mavericks are able to get to it first and fire it all the way down the zone. 6:24 remaining here in this second period. Kingston's holding a 2-0 lead. And Kingston is playing on the edge here, looking to get another one. And Kingston celebrating. It looks like we have another goal here to make it 3-0 in the second. Who's leading the line? Looks like that was scored by number 27, Carly Mulvihill. 3-0 is the score now here for Kingston in the second. And they're going to put out Burnett, Chadwick, and I missed the other number going out there. And I'm horrible with learning lines, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0, great score here for Kingston. 5:30 remaining in the second. But with Wrigley College scoring 6 in their first game, Kingston is going to have to put up a bunch of numbers in case it comes down to a tiebreaker. They'll want to have the higher goal advantage. And a long pass just out of the reach, but a poke. And a shot. Saved by the keeper. We're going to get some fresh legs out there as that opportunity was quite dangerous. I didn't catch the number as there was so much movement. And it looks like we have a penalty coming here against OHA. I believe that may have been Gilmore that was pulled down. That may have been, I think from the number I saw there, Haley Bouchard. Mitchell looking, gets up into the top, keeps looking, fires it over, and a shot by Gilmore goes wide of the net, and I believe the net got kicked off its moorings, and that's what's going to whistle down the play here. on this power play to Kingston here in the second period. They are up 3-0. And they are looking for that fourth goal here to have 20 minutes or more to get a couple more on and get that advantage if they need it for the tiebreaker. Puck gets shot all the way down the ice. It was chipped in by Campbell. Gilmore put it in further, but it got chipped all the way back out. So Coffey's going to grab that, send it over to Armstrong, back to Coffey. Coffey gets it up to Gilmore. Gilmore comes in the slot, shoots, and that one's going to go wide. It's back to the point to Coffey. Coffey shoots from the point. That one's going to hit glass, come out to the side of the net. And there was a couple of players walking away at it, but OHA was able to get all the way down the ice with 54 seconds remaining here on the penalty and 3:24 remaining in the second period. Here comes Brunette. Sends it in front of the net, and the player that was diving down came across. And let's see what's going on here. There's a little bit of celebration, but the referee waves off no goal and comes over to get the net again that was kicked off there. So may have been kicked off, could have been run off by the player sliding into the goalie as well, but that net has come off a couple times, so the referees are going to need to keep an eye on that. And Kingston utilizing the last moments here of this power play. And a shot from the point from Coffey goes in, and I'm not sure if that was Coffey that scored that one. We'll check out the line here to see who's leading. But it looks like Reese Coffey's leading the line here to make it 4-0 with the big shot from the point. And we still have 3 minutes remaining here in the second, and that was a power play goal. And Peyton Armstrong gets the puck, comes in, fires it across. We have another goal. It's 5-0. And that pass came over from Armstrong. Let's see. It looks like that goal was scored by number 11, Taylor Wolseley. And it is now 5-0 here. And there is still just under 3 minutes remaining here in the second. Armstrong tried the same play again, but Wolseley got tied up this time. And now they're battling for it off in the corner. But it only makes it to center before Grace Wolseley picks it up and then fires it in the zone. Armstrong making some moves, looking for someone to get the puck out. Watson comes in off the bench fresh. She has Rana with her fighting for the puck as she's trying to get into the slot. And that pass went just past her, over to Armstrong, back to Vrana with a backhand, but it made over to the side, and now it's going to come on out of the zone and then get dumped right back in. OHA now having an opportunity. It was a 2-on-2, but now Kingston was able to get back and make it a 5-on-2. And the Mavericks were getting a bit of a change here. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second. 5-0 for Kingston. The Mavericks are now spending a little bit of time here in Kingston's zone, which hasn't happened much this period. But here comes Olivia Trace. Cuts back and shot, and that one goes up and out of play. It's going to stay inside the zone as she made a good move to cut east to west. Pivot and then fire that puck towards the net. Minute 34 remaining here. And they're saying the puck goes out, so it must have went directly out off the shot or hit one of Kingston's players' sticks. So I didn't hear a crossbar ping. And that shot's going to go off into the corner as it went into a bunch of bodies. Did not make its way to the net, and now OHA puts it up on the boards, but Coffey makes a move and is able to get it forward. but it comes back the other way. Coffey's now chasing down the OWHA player who shot in on net, but it goes wide. And it's going to come out to center in the neutral zone, but hits some legs. And OWHA now has to chase it back down. And the OWHA players got all tied up with the lines person, and now it's going to come out the other side of Kingston zone with 43 seconds left. OWHA is looking for some sort of play that might be able to bring them some motivation here for this third period, as they are down 5-0, and they're going to have a 20-minute period to go. And the Kingston goalie is going to settle that one down. It looks to me like we have 19.4 seconds remaining on the clock here at the U22 Elite Championship Weekend. This is teams from Pool A facing off. And in the intermission here shortly, we're going to go over those current standings with you. But Kingston on the rush here in the final seconds. Move and goal for Kingston to make it 6-0 in the second. And you can see the energy is pulled out of the OWHA players. And that goal is going to go to number 98, Peyton Comrie. Could be Queen. I don't know. I'm horrible with that name. I'm so sorry. Never going to learn it. And that's the end of the second. You can see here, definitely going to have a frustrated group going into that OWHA Mavericks change room. They had a very close first period, but it seemed to fall apart here in the second for them. And definitely, you can tell by the body language and the energy from these players, they want the next 20 minutes to go by fast. So we're going to go over some information with you right now, and I'm going to pull this up first. Make sure, if you're interested in 50/50s, there's a big 50/50s for Women's Worlds, 5050.ca. Proceeds are going to be going towards OWHA, or not OWHA, OWHA, the Ontario Women's Hockey Association, and they're usually pretty big prizes. They did it for the men's, and now they're going to be doing it for the women's, which will be ending there on April 16th. So, but the tournament for the championship weekend, they have it going. Check that out if you're interested in the 50/50. As for the standings so far for the U22 Elite, Ridley College is sitting in first in Group A with 1 win, 0 loss, 0 ties, sitting with 2 points. Kingston is sitting with 1 tie and 1 point. Stony Creek, 1 point with the 1 tie. And the Ontario Hockey Academy right now has, it says 1 on there. It should say 0. I missed that one. Ignore that. It's a 0. So we have, I'm going to fix that for the next game. So they have no points in there right now. Feeling for them, they're having a bit of a rough go. They are more of a development program and that stuff, but they're part of the school, so you know, there's more to their program, just hockey. There is the education side of things, and they you know, right now they're getting a little bit more probably than they want in this period, and definitely with Ridley College doing 6-0 already today to them, I'm sure they are not happy with the outcome of today, but you never know with the tournament what they can do, how it will end up for them. So I'm just going to be taking a peek here as we get this. Gonna keep an eye because we're having some issues here with the stream again with the internet, but we're getting that all taken care of. Really, at this point, there's not a whole lot that we would want to really go over. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull up this. The schedule here. We can go over what's going to be happening up here tomorrow and things like that. So let me just get that popped up here. Perfect. There we go. So we will be having no more games today. The second half, so right now A and B pools are playing. The C and D pools are playing in the hour set after, so they'll be doing the 4 o'clock and 4:15 games. At tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., Kingston is going to be facing off against Ridley College. That will be for their final of game of the round robin series, and will help set the seed for where they'll be sitting in the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals are going to be starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. So you're going to have Pool A facing off first in Pool A versus second in Pool D, and then first in Pool B will be facing off against second in Pool A. The other two will be first in Pool C versus second in Pool B, and then first in Pool D versus second in Pool C. Once that is all set up, we will know who the final 4 teams are for the semifinals, and whether they're staying to play for Sunday or whether their day is over after the quarterfinals. So that will be interesting to see. Again, we're very much enjoying what's going on here. Ridley College, had a great game, 6-0. After this point, Kingston will be sitting with the, I believe it will be, what did we say here? Let me pop this back up. They will be playing, who are we playing? They're playing Stony Creek right now on pad 3. So we'll there's no score or anything update on that. So, but that's the other game right now, which will be obviously a deciding factor. The Sabres have the same amount of points. Ridley College is up. So either way, Sabres win. We're gonna have Kingston and the Sabres tied up there with the points, and then it'll get into the tiebreakers. If Ridley College is able to beat the Sabres, they're going to be sitting up in first place going into tomorrow, and then it's going to be a battle for to see who can beat them, or if they're going to be taking first. So Kingston might be looking at second in the pool. We hope they're looking at least second or first. Moving on, this game right now looking quite good for them. So we're happy about that. I'm just checking here. I did get a message from what's going on. Let me see here. Just taking a peek here to see. It looks to me like, and no, it looks good. We got it coming through. As you can see, the Zamboni coming across there, getting the ice now again. This, I'll show you guys the rink here from the view while no one's playing on it. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller rink. That's one of the things that sometimes can become a problem when streaming. Definitely makes it better than my camera, because my camera, I need quite a distance to be getting a focus. So just because my camera has a fixed focal length lens, or fixed lens. So this is a little different experience, but again, you can use mobile to do these type of streams, and this is how we are doing it today. We're using a mobile device, which is being streamed to me, and then I'm able to commentate, update the score, and things like that. And that's why you see sometimes a little bit of issue with the lagging of the video, but my voice is good to go. And that's just because we're using a couple different technologies here right now, because we wanted to be able to provide this for you without having to log into any applications or anything like that might cost to purchase it and see. So this is a great, just so everyone can see there, as you can tell, we're pretty much on top of the benches at this point, which is great because it gives you a different view. You get to see in on the players, and feel like you can reach out and grab one of those water bottles, those BioSteel water bottles right down there, and have a drink. So a BioSteel, it's all about the BioSteel. I've had some BioSteel. It's pretty good. I do, however, I'm a sucker for coffee, let me tell you. I got a problem. So it's been great. Like I said, it's definitely something to be excited for. Again, the score's a little bit wide here right now, the 5-0, and you can feel that could kind of damper the excitement on the game. But again, when you're playing these games and it comes down to goals for, goals against, especially against other teams that you could be playing and tied against, these numbers could matter. So never want to see a blowout. Never want to see a team, run a team out of the water. I never really like to see that in league play. But this is the championship weekend, and there's no tomorrow. Well, there's tomorrow, and there's Sunday. But you know what I mean. After the tournament, there won't be any more real. Everything's getting left here. This is the fight to move on to the next level here, I believe, for the provincials. So sucks that the score could get ran up a little bit. Again, I'm not a fan of it, but in these type situations, in these tournaments, it's requirement. It's needed. You don't want to miss out of that second seed if you're going to be grabbing it, and you miss out because of one goal. That would suck. So not ever saying go run up the score on a goalie, but these tournaments you got to expect to see that they're going to be pushing the entire time. So we're definitely going to see what happens. Looks to me like the ice is pretty much cleaned up here, so that's looking great. Like I said, I'm pretty excited. As you can see, look at that right there. That'll give you a great view. There is almost no room here to get around. So it looks like we're going to try this angle here. Again, it's all new to us. I haven't never been up in this arena myself, and we're using different options, but we'll definitely bring in this third period here to you. We do want to thank everyone who's tuning in here. Again, we love the support for these girls. And they're coming back out on the ice now, so we're going to get a little bit of noise here for you so you can hear what's going on. As you can see now, OHA just coming out now, getting onto their bench and getting ready to go here for this third period. And so just like the first game we broadcast here today from Westwood Arena, this is a 20-minute third period here, and it can end in a tie, so we'll see how it ends up. I don't think we're going to see 6 goals scored here in this final period, but we'll see what happens. I did see it looked like it was 5-0 on the scoreboard, but I believe that's just keeping the score down. I do believe it is 6-0, and they're just not trying to promote the large difference between the scores to the in-crowd viewers, but I do believe it is 6 at this point. And that puck gets cleared all the way down into Kingston zone, where they're going to turn back and cycle to bring this one back out and up through the neutral zone. And that one's going to go for icing, as they have to bring it all the way back down into the corner to the right of the Kingston goalie. Battle there behind the net. That puck's going to come up, and they're going to bring it out through the neutral zone, and a move there to try to get by the defender, but that puck got broken up, and Campbell tries to come and bring the puck around the net. She gets spilled, and the goalie again is able to dislodge the net there. And sometimes you have to remember these pegs are not the most sturdy in the net sometimes, and they don't take much to nick off their moorings. So 18:48 remaining here in the third in the 6-0 game for Kingston over the Ontario Hockey Academy. And a shot from the point. That one's going to get handled off over into the corner as Gilmore puts it back to Johnson. Johnson puts it back over to the far side. Back to Johnson. Johnson shoots, and that goes off just wide. Scoop back around to the other side as Gilmore is in giving OHA some trouble, but they're able to chip that one out, and Coffey picks it up and starts bringing it back in. As Gilmore in front of that, but the pass comes over. I believe that was Campbell who had the shot, and then Spry picked up the rebound. But then it goes up a body and comes out. Johnson's going to spin it back the other way. And that offensive opportunity ends quickly as OHA spins it back the other way. OHA's working hard to keep that puck in deep in the zone, but they're having a hard time solving Kingston's goalie. And now here comes Kingston the other way. They're going to dump it in behind the net. Woolsey chases it down and comes to the other side. Rivrana pinches in to grab that puck. She has Woolsey out front. She tries to center it, and they're going to battle inside the net. And then Woolsey gets shoved from behind, and she ejects the net as she gets bumped into it with 16:55 here on the clock for the third period. The face off to the right of the OHA goalie. And it's one back to Kingston's. That looked like it was Mitchell to grab that puck. Was able to put it in. Now they're going to have to chase it down as OHA is pressuring into their zone. But they get pinched off to the boards. And a shot. Save, and now Kingston comes out the other way. They try to split the D, come in. They're unable to get that by the keeper as they get taken down on the way to the net. There's been no calls. But again, with the high score, you have to expect the referees are going to allow a little bit more to go on OHA's side, as it is quite lopsided in the score right now. And Watson gets that puck, tries to make a move, but it hits the foot of the player. She tries to go around her. And now OHA gets to take it into the zone. Kingston's going to get back in their own zone and collect to get a breakout. OHA's been doing a good job to get her to the point. They shoot. That's going to hit a body. And now they're going to chase that puck back down into the OHA zone. And that one makes it out. But Coffee picks that up as it just makes it in over the blue line for Kingston. Kingston's moving back the other way. They send it in behind the net and they go to chase it down. Chadwick battling for the puck there. Has Burnett with her, but they get by. Poked at the blue line, and Kingston grabs possession, but they have to get back on side. And they'll chase it down behind the net. A nice move there at the side of the net. Burnett comes out with it. She's over off to the boards looking for someone to get that puck to. And a wide ice pass there to Sadie Southward. And she went to rip it, but they got whistled down here, as I believe the puck did go into play, and they're going to be putting it. Oh no, the net came off again. I do apologize. So when she was loading up for the shot to take it there, the net came off again, as the OHA goalie has knocked that off a number of times here in this game. So they'll be having the face-off just to the left of the goalie. And that was jumped on by Kingston, and they started putting on pressure. They almost were able to grab that win there by OHA with a clean shot, but it got sticked in by the defender. Now Kingston is trying to bring this one back in, and they center it. But a good save there by the keeper for OHA. 14:20 remaining, so we've killed down about just shy of 6 minutes here in the second or third period in this 6-0 game. That puck is going to hit the glass and then go up and out. We're going to get a whistle. Fresh legs are going to come on the ice, and that face-off is going to be to the right of the OHA goalie in their zone. And icing is the call on that one, as they were not over center. And it's going to come all the way down. It looks like it's going to be going off to the right of the Kingston goalie. And there hasn't been much action going on down in that Kingston zone here in this third period, or much of the second. So you have to think if there's any good opportunities for OHA here, they could catch. Maybe that's Webster sleeping on a play, as she has not seen much action in the last 20-25 minutes of gameplay. Just offside, so they had to tag up there. Taylor Woolsey giving pressure, forcing the OHA player to take it behind the net, and luckily they were able to poke it out, as they just missed Randers coming through the other side. OHA is able to dump it down. It is going to be picked up by Coffee, who's going to fling it up the boards to try to get the outlet moving here. Here comes Kingston with numbers. They were unable to connect on that cross ice pass there, as there was two Kingston players barreling in on the goalie at the net. Coffee dealing with some pressure from OHA, has to spin it back to the other side. And that one's going to get lobbed out to the far side, but is picked up by the defender, as it looks like OHA is just content with trying to keep this game at 6-0 and not put up too much offensive pressure, as they don't want anything to go into the back of their own net. Here comes an opportunity. Almost centered to Watson in front of the net, but her stick was tied up, so she was not able to collect the pass. Watson's able to intercept that puck. She drives it to the side of the net and tries to poke it in, but the puck hits some bodies and comes out behind the net, and OHA is able to get it out, but only momentarily, as Southward tries to push that one in. They're able to get in deep behind the net. Back out to the point. In deep. Kingston has numbers down deep to keep that puck moving. Going to send it back to the point, looking for a shot. And that's gobbled up by the goalie for the Mavericks. Again, it's 6-0 here in Etobicoke. This is the second game for Kingston of their round robin play. They did tie the first game 2-2 with the Stony Creek Sabres. And the Ontario Hockey Academy played Ridley College and lost 6-0 in that game. OHA had a little bit of offense there for a moment. And now the puck is being sent down and being traded between sides, but not much offense is going on here. Kingston still driving in deep, battling for the puck, looking. It's Peyton Conley. And has Chadwick come in and support. And a move that they get by Rathwell. Mitchell's able to get that one back around to the other side. And a stretch pass in front of the net, just out of the reach of Jerica Spry. Comes up to the other side where Coffey's waiting for it. And a centering opportunity. Was unable to connect with Campbell. She was bearing in the slot. Shot goes up and out of play. As Kingston's been handling the majority of the offense in this game. Specifically, as soon as the second started, Kingston was able to turn on a switch, it looked like, and have been dominating the game since that point. As Campbell gets the poke, she gets the puck poked in, but gets bothered by the player from the Mavericks. That puck's going to come just out of the reach of Campbell. Spry as it gets it, looking, puts it out to the slot. And Johnson had come in for the opportunity on the pinch, but was unable to connect with it. Another centering opportunity, are just out of the reach of the Kingston players, as they are trying to build as many opportunities as they can here. There's a falling Verena, went to take a shot, but it did not get locked on to any target and just went off over to the boards. Now OHA is pressuring now down deep in the zone. And again, Kingston's goalie has seen very little work here in the second and third. Here comes Kingston. It's going to be gobbled up by the keeper for OHA. Woolsey was busting towards the net, but she was all kinds of tied up. So they had to use the closer option, which was less of a dangerous shot. But Kingston has it in deep right now. They are moving that puck around, trying to get out to the front. Woolsey now has it, gets it back to the point. And that shot to the wide side of the net as they're trying to jam it out forward. But it's kept in deep. OHA does not want that puck coming out into the slot. As Kingston's doing a great job driving it in. Mitchell backhands it in deep. And the flick pass is just out of reach, but Brandon was covering up and is able to chase it down and pick up that puck. Fires it up. Stretch pass here. And a shot high and over the net. Watson goes in to try to get that puck out. She's battling with the players. Has Mulvihill in support. And it goes over to the far side where Trace chases it down. Again, this second and third has been all Kingston here. Watson pulls back and shoots. And her and the defending player both go down. And the puck went wide. There was no call, as I think it was just mostly incidental feet hitting each other. And they sent that puck directly towards the bench where the Mavericks were changing. Maybe potentially trying to get a too many players call. Now a battle behind the net. Kingston is trying, like I said, to keep getting that puck out towards the slot and give themselves some great opportunities in that dangerous spot of the ice. And they gave chase. Puck comes out. And a shot at the side of the net by Chadwick. Didn't make it through. She got a second opportunity, but it goes up and over. Burnett had to get over to it. And a shot from the point. The goalie didn't know where it went. It did go behind the net. They're battling with it. And I think we're gonna have a whistle over the net becoming dislodged yet again here. As it looks like there's about 6:17 remaining here in the third period. And now the referee is trying to make sure that peg is jammed in as hard as it can into the ice as that net keeps coming off. And I'm sure the goalie is stating it's the pegs, and they want to make sure. You don't want to give a goalie an unnecessary penalty if it's not the goalie's fault, but you definitely want to keep an eye to make sure that goalie isn't using that net in the Matt Murray style of knocking it off when in danger. Oh, and a big collision there as two players took up the same occupied space. And OHA now with a good opportunity and a shot. The rebound was not able to be collected up, as that's probably their first opportunity of significance this third period. And a turnover to Verena, and she couldn't get the shot off. Woolsey was able to get the shot off, but it ends up going off behind the net and then wide into the corner. They're trying to find a way to get out with the puck, but Kingston is continuing to pressure, but now it looks like they're able to get it. Oh, it got turned over at the blue line. Kingston's keeping it in. And another opportunity just wide of the net. I'm not sure if it went behind the net, beside the net, or between the goalie and the net, but unable to finish that play off. They're doing a great job, though, keeping that puck in with the pinch at the blue line, as it's finally now brought out of the OHA zone. 4:37 remaining here. And that puck left dangerously in front of the net was picked up by Trace. She had the opportunity there. Just not enough time to get a hold of it. Gets sent back to her behind the net. She's looking to get it around. She gets bumped from behind. Goes down. But it's light contact, so they let them play on. Malville goes in. Now she's bumped off into the boards with a little more contact than to let that one go. And now a foot race here as OHA is trying to bust in the zone, but they're able to break it up. And then a collision in with the goalie in the net. It's going to knock that net off. And it's going to cause a whistle. I believe the play is going to stay inside the zone there, as the player wasn't intentionally going into the net, but was contacted and then went into the net, which caused the net to come off. So they're going to have a face-off to the left of the Kingston goalie. Only momentarily, as Kingston's now able to get that puck out and back towards the OHA zone. And it looks like we have an offside is the call here. So Kingston needs to tag up, which they are able to do. But OHA is able to get it through the neutral zone. And now the puck's again back over. Brunette comes in, tries to do a move, but loses it as she goes by the player's foot. And now gets dumped behind the net. Kingston is keeping possession of that puck. It is being pinched up behind the net. And it gets hit out to the blue line, but a great play there. Keeps that puck in by Mitchell as she tapped it down at the line and then walked the line with the puck. Puck comes out, so they're going to have to get back on side. In comes streaking Gilmore, shoots and then tries to get at her rebound. But the OHA goalie is going to cover that one up. They're looking hopefully to get out of this one here safely. Seems to be some scrambling going on over there by the penalty boxes for that puck. And finally, OHA is able to pull it out. But the pressure from Kingston is keeping that puck in the offensive zone moving forward, and a shot just wide of the net. And that one's going to come all the way out to the point, but it's kept in by Rathwell. Gilmore is able to pick up that puck as she's coming through. Now is looking for someone to get that pass up to. And it does get sent up. Here comes Campbell, cutting east to west, looking. And sends it, but it goes to the side of the net, and the goalie grabs it up and takes the whistle. Under 2 minutes here remaining in this third period. In the 6-0 game. It looks like Kingston's going to sail on to the victory here, giving them 3 points. And they're in the final minute here. And I just checked it. It does look like Ridley College did beat the Stony Creek Sabres 2-1, which is going to give them 4 points, leaving them still sitting in the first place. Kingston's going to have second to themselves. Stony Creek Sabres are going to be in third, and sitting in fourth is going to be the OHA Mavericks in Pool A. So definitely Kingston is going to hopefully be able to make something happen. They're going to have to beat Ridley College tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I believe if they want to secure, as both teams right now will be sitting at 8 goals for. Kingston right now has 2 goals against. Ridley College has 1. And with 17.2 seconds left here, faceoff is going to the left of the OHA goalie. And again, when this game is done, I will break down what's happening here. just battling it out to the final seconds here, and that's going to do it. So they're just going to do their celebration here. And I'm just getting myself a little update here so I can give us the new standings here for this. Let me just save this up here and we'll pop it up into the stream for you. As you can see, they're doing the handshake here. Always a great thing to see in the girls hockey. I know there's been a couple times they may have gotten a little crazy in those, but definitely came through. So I'm just gonna now jump on over to me so you can see me here. So let me just see. So here is the new standings for the tournament so far. Ridley College does win 2-1 here against Stony Creek. It had 0-0 on the score. You can check out scores here through the OWHL website. But looking here in the game center, we do have 2-1. And it says live clock is 0-0. So that game looks to be done. So 2-1. Kingston takes this one 6-0. So they have a win and a tie for 3 points. Stony Creek has a loss and a tie for 1 point. And the Ontario Hockey Academy does have 2 losses. So they're staying with 0 points. So at this point, it's going to be the big game tomorrow at 8 in the morning as Kingston is going to want to take that first pool spot, I'm sure. Right now they're sitting second, so they could be playing pool B1. But if not, then they will be taking that first spot and playing, I believe it was pool 2 of D, I believe, potentially. Let's see. Yes. A1, D2, or there'll be B1 and A1, A2, which I know Gloucester won their game earlier today. Oops, sorry about hitting that. I do apologize. I'm not sure. I'm just checking to see what we have here on the website. The Lady 67s did lose that game. Barrie Sharks are playing right now against the Stars, and the Brampton Canadiens did win their game. And I'm just checking to see here. They're playing the Ottawa Ladies 67s. And that is being played. That started 15 minutes after this game did start today. So that game's probably going to be wrapping up in about 10 or 15 minutes to who wins that one in Pool B. And that's pretty much all I really have at this point that I'm going to go over. Like I said, we're really enjoying it. As to tomorrow, 8 a.m., we're going to be going live for the Ridley College and Kingston. Kingston is at home for that game, and it is a big, big game. And again, as you can see here, right now with the standings, Kingston is down 1 point below Ridley College. If they're able to beat them in regulation, that will give them the 5 points that they're going to require to take over the first spot. If Ridley College is able to pull it a tie or a win, then the win will definitely secure them first spot. If they're able to pull it a tie, then it's going to come down to a tiebreaker. Stony Creek will be playing OHA, it looks like, tonight or tomorrow. So that game will be for third and fourth if Stony Creek is able to win and Kingston loses. That I'm not sure exactly how that's going to pull out. I'm sure it's going to come out of the goals for goals for and against. But Kingston right now is sitting second, but Stony Creek potentially could still take that from them. And Ridley College right now is sitting in the best spot with the 4 points. So we'll see what happens. I'm super excited for tomorrow's game. 8 a.m. on the Kingston Juniors Ice Wolves channel. You're going to want to tune in. You're going to want to watch this game because it could be battle for one. Well, it is battle for one at this point. So we hope everybody's excited to check that out. And then quarterfinals start tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, I believe we had. Let's fire that back up. Yes, 3 o'clock on pads 2, 3. We're going to have the 2 quarters and then the second quarterfinals that start at the 5:15 block will begin on pads 2 and 3. So they're not playing all 4 at once. They are going to be playing those different time blocks. So, but Kingston's time block is definitely 3 o'clock as both their options are in the 3 o'clock game. So 3 o'clock for the, if Kingston makes it into the quarterfinals tomorrow. But 8 a.m. for the game, and then everything comes down to Sunday for semifinals and finals. I'm super happy. Like I said, never want to see a team blow another team out, but when it comes down to these kind of things, and with so many little teams and so little games, it matters. Great job to the Kingston girls, the Junior Ice Wolves. They did a great job today. Again, a little slow start in the first game. They were able to bring that one back though in the third to make it very entertaining. Wish they got the W, but they were able to get the tie. This game, they get the W tomorrow. Let's hope for the W. I'll see you guys 8 a.m. and hopefully I won't look as bad as this. See you guys then.